Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for coming to join me today. I'm going to do the flip through of the trades journal, which I've finally finished. Really enjoyed this one. So the kits that I've used for this one, I've listed them in my previous videos, but they're all from Amy at Crafty Cat, and it's her trades kit and her industrial kit mostly, and also the adverts from Ada, from her Ada kit, that's ADA. So I went with the fabric that has the kind of adverts on it. I've put a black lace pocket on the front, and just in there I've just used up some extra bits and pieces of the papers that I had left over. So I've just made a little booklet out of those. So either that can be used to write in, or the papers could be used to decorate the journal. I've put some cogs on there, some metal cogs that I had, and I've put them on one of the Tim Holtz safety pins. So that goes on there. And then there's the pocket. It is a pocket at the back as well. And the reason that I did the lace was you can still see the fabric through it, which I thought was quite nice. So I liked that. There will be around 80 pages front and back in this. It is quite chunky. I've put some grey seam binding that I've just got in a knot. Don't you love it? There we go. Some grey seam binding on there. So I hope you can see that okay. And that just hangs down. You can take that off if you didn't want it there. You could put it, because it's fabric, you could put it through there if you wanted. So you've probably seen this if you've been watching my videos. So it's quite chunky. Lots of fabrics on there. And I went with kind of the blacks and the golds on it. And there are some fluffy bits at the top as well. Sorry, can you see that? I do need to get a light sorted in here, I think. So it's, as I say, it's a fabric cover, so it's quite sturdy but bendy. The papers, as I say, that I used from Amy, and I've made these tags, so I've just put these images on it and covered those. There is a pocket here that you could put a pen in, or a ruler, or something to write with. So I haven't put anything in it. This is an envelope window envelope that I've just collaged on and put one of my fabric snips in. Pocket here, and that's one of the Tim Holtz heads, I was going to say. I don't know what they're called actually. And then I think he's one of the employers, and he looks quite smart in his suit, doesn't he? And as I said, when I've been making this journal, I had a white strip down the edge that I didn't want to cut off, so I've just collaged some paper down the side. This is one of Amy's CD cases, and I've lined it, but I haven't put any what do you call it, that the clear see-through stuff like a CD case has. Acetate, that's the word, isn't it? I've left it open so that can be a pocket, and I've put one of the Tim Holtz guys there, and he's kneeling on some cogs as well, and then that just flips out, and then in the back there's a receipt, and I've just stuck a stamp on it, and it says terms strictly cash on there. So this is one of Amy's Ada pages with the adverts on. And I think she's actually using these in a journal she's making at the moment, in her denim cover one. More snips of fabric there. A little bit of decoration there, and that says sold by. Do you know, sorry, I just had a panic. I thought my camera had stopped working, but it's still flashing. One of Amy's lovely papers from the trades. And I think these are from her industrial that I've lined them with, backed them with. Just stuck that on there, September 30th, 1918, and that's just a pile of books. And then here the check pulls out and it flips all the way over so that you can write on that. I kind of went for grungy papers. This is a copy of a Victorian gardener's book, and gardening is a kind of a trade, isn't it? They grow fruit and veg. And I loved this advert for lawn mowing horse boots. So I had to include that. And then it's got lawn mowers on the inside. I think that's the writer. And then that opens. If I open it up, I'll have to go back and close it later because it takes me ages. That opens up, and we have the flip of paper in there. And I think this was inspired by Wendy's Journal Adventures. And then I left a pocket at the back, so it's got a couple of receipts in there as well. Has that gone in? Oh, it's so noisy out on the street today, but then the kids have all broken up from school, so everybody's all coming and going. I wonder if I can do this quickly. Otherwise I'll forget, won't I, to do it. So this, I don't know if I said, there will be at least 80 pages in this, front and back. That's quite a delicate piece of sari silk there, actually. About 80 pages front and back in this one. This is from a 1900s Strand magazine, and it had different people in it. So I thought I would leave those in there. So he's a reverend, and that's him aging. And it had these ladies as well. Again, that one's the grocer. Piece of just, that's what I've been copy dyeing papers on, so I've just put that in. Glove making, because there's a tailor in here. Again, Amy's adverts. And then one of the photos, and most of these, I think it's all ephemera from Amy's kits. Tailor. Then my friend Sharon gifted me some time cards, so I've folded that up, made it into a pocket, so I've left all the writing on it that you can see, and I've stuck that on there for the gentleman, and then I've put a journaling card behind it. That looks like flowers, doesn't it? Or is it wine? Could be beer making. Oh no, it is florist, you see. Grunged up music papers and the musician, and then a card in there, and this is woven paper that I've made into a pocket, so it kind of does stick when you're trying to put the tag in, so just be careful. Tim Holtz there again, and that flips out there. This paper was gifted to me. Apparently it was used in rolls of fabric so that you could measure out how much fabric there was. This is an old book, and a book page that I've decorated. It says pharmacists there. And again, one of those checks. I think he's happy to have been paid. And then in there, we've got chiefs of police. Different trades, different jobs that people did. Joinery. That flips out so that you can write on there. And then there's a card in there. So I think these are these police as well? They're either police or clerks for the courts. And then I've used Amy's papers to decorate these. I've just cut the adverts out of the Ada papers. Again, that's an old advert in a, oh gosh, a 1930s magazine that I had, that was. This one I think is to do with the florist, because it's all flowers. And then this gentleman, I thought he looked very distinguished, and it says in engineers there. So that flips out. So you've got a big flip there, look. Yep. And then on the inside, and I've used that sign there, pharmacists again, it says the hour is late. And I thought, oh, pharmacists open late, so I just put pharmacist on it. And then you can write on this page as well. So I think we made this pocket together. And then that's the middle of the journal. And then again, that very distinguished gentleman there. And then I've put a journaling card in the back. And looks like he's a woodworker or joiner. So I've used the joiner paper on there. And then it said about this labels, please unpack, examine and check this shipment and invoice promptly. So he obviously wants to be paid. So these labels, by the way, are from Tracy Fox. So that was that was an envelope that I used for this pocket. I think we did that together as well. And you can write there. If you've got a dark black pen, you can write on this, certainly. Some more musicians and things. Judges. Am I still in frame? I hope I am. Keep thinking my camera's stopped. So the florist we have again there. That advert paper. And then again, this flips open so you can write on there. And police judges. And again, he's a chief of police. And again, you can write on these. That says no goods. And then I think that's from the industrial kit, and I've just fussy cut them out and put them on. And then that looks like it's a factory, and I've put a label that says Cruel Needles. So it could be a needle factory. In my little mind it was anyway. Another of the woven papers there. Again, a Tim Holtz guy leaning on a pressure gauge. And that flips out. That says written authority. And then this one, I put a label that said grocers, and a cost there £446. And then the card, I used the floral card that comes with it, and I put a lady on the front there with a rose, and I put "So Red the Rose, paid on note." I think that's my favourite card actually that I made, favourite journaling card. Another distinguished gentleman there, and that flips out. And there's the joiner again on there. And then this label, it was talking about tyres, some floor cleaner and sewer pipes. So I thought, well, he could be involved in those, couldn't he? And a bus ticket, because he might have to get the bus to work. And again, that paper there. Another of the checks that I had. So that flips out again. And we've got some journaling space on there. And then I left a little pocket at the back. And that tucks in there. I think we made this one together as well. Journaling card, envelope there, and that's made out of a Sears and Roebuck page. And what I've put in here, I've put all the extra bits and bobs that I've had left over, the little bits of ephemera that I haven't used. I've put them in this envelope, and that was all that was left of my fabric snip. Because I thought whoever has this might want to use those to decorate the journal further. So I've just put those in there. So I thought it might be useful. This, I've put the ladies on there, and it says spring suits because I think that's what they're wearing. That flips up there. We've got a little receipt in there. That just carefully tucks under there. It is only paper after all. And then it's boots. This label said boots and shoes, and I found that label in one of Amy's, I think it was still the Ada kit, but it had shoes, so it had to be. A little bit of decoration there. So there is room for you to write in this. And then in the back, there's an envelope there that flips out, and there's some more papers in there. So extra journaling in there. And there's a tuck spot at the back there. Some papers on. And then there's a journaling card there, and I just fussy cut him out one of the papers as well. So that's the journal. And then in the back, we've got a couple of journaling cards as well. But I've just decorated those. So that is my trades journal. I hope that you like it. And when I put this video up, then I'll list it as soon as I can after this video goes live. So any feedback, any questions, I'm always happy to hear from you all. And thank you so much for the support that you give me. I really do appreciate it. So that's my trades journal. Take care, folks. See you later. Bye.